when I met Chin, but he's helped me through so much. Like I lost my mom last year, so that was like a major thing that went on because she lived with me and everything. But he just kept me grounded to keep going because he saw my in my pain, he saw my purpose, so he kept me grounded to keep going. But I've been open for 5 months. Well, no, I've been open for 7 months, but I didn't open the school until May after we had like a grand opening and everything, like a big old party. Because like I said, it was the first thing to bring here. So we waited before we opened it because I had to get the sign and stuff out. But when it opened, I mean, like I said, Chen was there the whole route. His team, everything that I had going on. Like I feel like I couldn't have got it done if it wasn't for them because all the paperwork, like in Texas, it's not super hard, but you do have to like meet every mark, like especially when you new. So everybody gonna be watching you, trying to see what you got going on, and then when state come down and do your first inspection, which that's what took me the longest. I was ready. Probably I got the building in April. I was probably ready. My mom passed away in July. Realistically, I was ready like the second week of August. But again, I had to wait on state, and state didn't come. They actually skipped my application. Then the lady called me and was like, "I'm so sorry that we missed your application." But when they came, um, because of Chen and his team and some of them, because they did all my paperwork so right, I had no errors. And like the one thing that was considered maybe an error, which I'm gonna show y'all. Let me turn on my screen. Not me not knowing. Okay, there you go. There. Okay. So like the time clock right here, we just have to have a form just letting the students know that you must punch in and out. But that really wasn't an error, because it wasn't in the guidelines. So that was something new for Texas. But don't mind the mess, y'all, because there's a lot going on. But we are a barber school, and as a lot of y'all know, in Texas, you can do nails as part of a barber program. So we have a licensed nail tech who teach them how to do nails outside of barbering. But like I said, don't mind the junk. But this is my classroom. I can hold 50 students. I do not have 50 students. I actually have like 32. But this is my actual theory classroom, and we was doing laundry and stuff earlier today. So, but if they not in here, this is our break room, and we did a full renovation on this. So that, this is our final look at the fully renovating it. Now right here, if I don't think none of y'all follow me on Instagram, but if you do, we're doing I got a thing like on TikTok too, how to build a barbershop for $5,000. So this is the quote barbershop, but we turned the storage room into basically a barbershop. And this stuff cost us realistically maybe like $3,000, the Home Depot panels, wood from IKEA, cards from IKEA. But that's just a little glimpse of upscale. But this is still in the first building, okay? Now I got two buildings because the in Texas you get the bigger the better, right? So this is my real this is the practical floor, right? And this for class.
The, the internet
Huh?
went out for a second, Suave. Can you repeat it?
Okay, I said, well, this is the practical floor. Can y'all see inside now?
Mm-hmm. Looks very good
Okay.
now.
Okay, well, Ken, you remember I had the circle mirrors, but we decided to upscale, and get them that shop feel. And then this is what we call it the New York suite. This is my suite. But all the students are here, like I said. So now I have 32 students. I opened in May. I had one student, which was my wife, in May. And then literally like within 2 weeks of being open, I had like maybe 12 students sign up. But again, Chen helped me get all of this situated. Like literally his team did all the paperwork. All I had to do was just get them information and tell them when it needed to be submitted by. And they was emailing me, correcting stuff, fixing stuff. And then, I mean, like I said, here we are,
Can you
5 months
tell
later.
us what about
hmm
them lights in there? Can you tell us about
Oh,
that?
yeah. Chen, you remember when I got the lights on? Remember? Because the one day we talked, I didn't even have the lights yet. Remember, we just had it framed out. My friend
Mm-hmm.
Nitsa, who was putting it together. But yeah, this came off of Amazon, y'all. believe it or not, $220 for this light. What was my budget? Realistically, I didn't have a budget with this. Um, because it was a full build out. Again, I think it's on Instagram, like from when it was nothing. This was literally a shed. It was no wall, no nothing. So between my friend and her Tio, which is her uncle, we was able to make this to this because there was no bathroom, there was none of that. But again, we created this into this space. So realistically, I may have spent like 50,000. I feel like that's fair enough for materials and everything because he didn't charge me too much. So, but if I guess if I had to do it myself, it probably would have been more like 70. But the murals and stuff didn't get upgraded until after the fact. I had circles. Like I said, you can look on Instagram, Upscale Barber Academy, and then you'll see like where we started. Okay, what else questions?
Now, what made you want to tell us the journey from when you got out of high school, Suave?
Hmm.
Kind of stair
Okay,
step
yeah.
us to that.
Okay. So yeah, so I'm 32. When I got out of high school, I went to the army. The army was cool. That's kind of like what gave me my foundation, like on what I want to do. Because I was cutting hair in the army. I'm like, when I get out, which I got out right when COVID happened. So March of 2020, I got out. And then I was like, so I did like 7 years. And then when I got out, I was like, I'm gonna go to barber school. So I went to barber school. And basically, like the whole point of me opening the school was because the VA paid for me to go to barber school, which was like 20K. And then I mean, just being honest, it was money wasted. So I wanted to give what I didn't get. So that's why I wanted to open my own barber school because I know how when you invest in something that you really like and love, it's bigger than just yourself. It's not just a haircut now. You really turning people like people get to see you win, so naturally they gonna win. So that's kind of like why I got into having a barber school, my own barber school at least. Because again, after I graduated barber school, I was working at that same barber school for like a year, and then I'm like, I'm going a different route. So let me do what's best for me. And at that moment, what was best for me was to leave, and do my own thing. So, what any more questions?
Yeah, so when you went to barber school, how was it? What was it like? We can't hear you.
Okay, hello.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So,
So in barber school, it was 1,000 hours. So it wasn't in Texas at least. It wasn't bad because you got 1,000 hours to get done. So I mean, I feel like time didn't wait on nobody. As long as you come to school, the time was gonna move. But the quality that I was getting was not this. It was nowhere near this. Like this right here, like you see these stations right here, they're smaller stations, but this was my personal station I had. So I wanted to get a student exactly the same stuff I have for myself. I wanted to afford every student the same, from the chair, like literally everything, custom mats and stuff, custom guards. So everything I had, I wanted them to have because, like I said, at that school, I mean, I went to school in Dallas. It wasn't like I said, it wasn't the best, but it got me. It taught me a lot, like of what not to do in a sense, and then what to do because, I mean, like I said, you always want somebody to like give you what they want, wish they would have had. That's how I feel. I feel like you always want somebody to give you what they wish they would have had, and you want them to have a lot of care and passion behind it. So that was my whole like point in doing my own school again.
but what got you to even thinking about doing a school? Because most people that go to barber school, beauty school, nail school, they thinking
Oh
about doing
well,
a shop. So,
yeah. So look, check this out. When I was in Dallas, I was trying to get this spot. They was like being weird about giving me this space to have a shop. I'm like, okay, well, I guess the shop ain't gonna work. But then I had a lot of my friends keep hitting me up like, Suave, can you teach me how to pass the test? Because I had already left the school and everything. I'm like, yeah, come on. So then they start coming to my garage. Well, first they start coming to my house and my like kitchen. I'm like, nah, it's getting bigger than that. So we start doing it in my garage, then my shed. And so then I'm like, at this point, if I'm helping 4 or 5 people get licensed, I'm like, I need my own school, you know? And then that's when I got on TikTok because I put one of my videos on TikTok like how to build a barbershop, like turn your shed into a barbershop, something like that. And it kind of did like a lot of numbers. And so then I think it was like one of them, know how you go in them like dark holes and looking and stuff? And then that's when I found Chin. And then I'm like, oh wait. First I thought you were like not real. You know how like stuff just come up, you like,
Mhm.
I don't know. But then when I think jumped on one of your lives, I think at that time you was doing like on a Sunday or something. And then when I jumped on there and I saw you was real, then you was answering questions. And then one thing that got me was your paperwork. It looked like something I remembered. I'm like, when you was going over like how you just did a minute ago, you was going over like the little files. I'm like, I seen that before, and that was at the school I went to. So at that point, I'm like, no, you legit, like 100%, you legit because it was at the school that I was at in Dallas. They had the same type of criteria. It's a little stuff a little different, but I'm like, it's no way, you know, you. I mean, it's no way you got that from now. I'm like, at this point, I feel like this is your market. And so then at that point, I knew that you was 100% legit and everything. And then when I got to seeing all your work, and I just kept like, I mean, I'm up at like 2 in the morning to like 4 in the morning, just going through video after video after video after video. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting so much information for free. Let me lock in. And then when I locked in with you, and like, I mean, I just got to see how real and down to earth you were, and well, you are, and your team. So, and I'll literally call you anytime I'm having any questions because
Mhm.
yes, having a barber school is amazing, and it gives you a lot of benefits and stuff, but there is some not downsides, but as with anything, stuff will come up. Like you might have to see how to deal with a certain student because of their personality or whatnot. It's just little things that you kind of sometimes need somebody that you could ask that notice already. Because I know a lot from working at the school, but I know a lot from the business aspect. And you was able to answer all those questions for me. And again, some of them they would just email me any question, anytime I had anything, they would write me back immediately. They'll call me, stuff like that. So yeah, that's really what got me into doing it. And then like I said, I wasn't sure. I'm like, I'm kind of nervous to really like take it off, especially when my mom passed away. I'm like, I don't know if I really want to do this now. But again, um, when I talk with you, it reassured me. Like, it's a purpose behind this. So that's why I had to see it through. I'm like, I ain't come this far for nothing. And so, you know, I'm here.
Well, some questions. Somebody said there in Texas, would you care to share your realtor or did you find the building yourself?
Well, I could show you my realtor. Her name is Tammy Russian, but realistically, I found the building because I'm like I said, I'm in Waxahachie, so it's a little soul food restaurant. Let me see if y'all can see over there. It's right over there. And so I went over there to eat, and then this building, it was brown at the time, and it was for sale. This is my car, y'all. My motivational car. It just got the school logo on it. But so when I went to that restaurant right there and I saw the sign said for sale, I'm like, for sale. So then I went over there to see what it was. I was peeking through the window and stuff. And then next thing you know, I'm like, I talked to my realtor. Well, no, I called the number. It was like Center 21. And they didn't answer. Well, they answer, but they didn't have the lady there. They was like, let me get you in touch with our real estate, commercial guru. And then her name was Tammy. And so then, like I said, I was literally peeking in here at the time. And it looked nothing like this, of course. But I was just peeking in like, man, I wanna know just how I was like this, y'all. Looking in. And I was like, I wonder what, if that like how much it was gonna be and all that. And then we came, she got us a showing, and then we came and we talked numbers and we just knocked them way down. And it just ended up working out. But I'm on a busy street. It's called 77. And y'all see it's like almost 8 o'clock at night and it's still traffic. So realistically, if I would have if I would have stayed open till 8 o'clock, we probably would still get clients. But we do $5 haircuts. So that's really our thing is to do the $5 haircut because yeah, you're not gonna get rich off of no haircut, but you're not supposed to, you know. What if I say?
Let me
You're a barber
see.
school. So your
Let me
goal is
see.
to make the money on tuition. And then like I mean all of this is on my Instagram. So if you need some inspiration to see what you need to do or what you need to say when you start doing marketing. I would say for sure do that. Um, and if you're in Texas, um, it's a place in Dallas, or I think even if you're not, it's called Dallas Shirts online. Y'all can get them to do y'all print y'all flyers, double-sided flyers for like I want to say maybe like $150. And I mean, when I tell you the box is huge, let me tell you.
What's your personal TikTok or Instagram Suave
My
site? What is
my
it?
personal TikTok is G63 Suave, and then like this the box they print y'all for like 150. Like it's like 5,000 flyers, and it's my second box though, because we went through the first one. But I'm G63 Suave on Instagram and TikTok, but Upscale Barber Academy too. Like we have a lot on my school page too,
Which one has
and
the most pictures on it?
Upscale Barber Academy
On Instagram or
on
TikTok?
on on both. But really, I feel like Instagram would be better because like you know we did the smocks with Illusion. We did the capes too. So Illusion gave us sponsorship. Um, as a new school, if y'all want, you could DM me. I can give you information to have them. Um, vegan, contact y'all because they will send you all this stuff for free. And I mean, they sent a lot just for you to let them do a Zoom class. Like they send you, I mean, boxes of this stuff. So I can give you the information to talk with them. Um, what else?
Now, where did you get your equipment? I know they probably want to know where you got your equipment, your chairs, the everything
Equipment.
in there. If you can kind of take them through that.
Okay, so this stuff is real cheap. IKEA, 20, like $25 for the tables. Chairs, marketplace. So mm, I might have spent $200 for the chairs. The classroom setup is super cheap because you just need to get some tables. Realistically, get some tables, get some chairs. You can get stools. You can get. Let me show you. Especially, I mean, at least for sure in Texas, I know all of this stuff will be passing. You can get a table like this off of Amazon for $200, and it comes with like six of these. You know, see that? But
Mm-hmm.
it comes with like six of these. So realistically, these are full seats. You know, people can sit on and sit around. So, but this hot break room. Um, but these chairs, IKEA,
Mm-hmm.
like $7. So if you want to go the super simple route, IKEA probably spend like $200. But like I said, if you want to go a little more upscale, I say go look for different office chairs like business that went out of business on Amazon. I mean on not Amazon, on Marketplace. And then you can find it.
Okay. What about the dry erase board in now?
Oh, yeah, Amazon. Probably
How
like 40
much?
bucks. Like 40, like 39.
Y'all see anything else in there? Y'all need to be asking some questions. I
Yeah,
shouldn't be asking the
I'm the only
questions.
school with this, I know for a fact.
What is
But
that?
I'm into t-shirts.
Oh,
So
okay.
this is an X tool machine.
Monica said, where you get the classroom tables?
Uh,
Monica asked where you get the classroom tables.
oh, IKEA,
You said $20?
like 20, like 24, like $24 from IKEA. These came from IKEA. Like those stools, I feel like I got them from either a yard sale or marketplace. Probably like $10. But I mean, and then when you see stuff on marketplace, talk people down. Half of the time, people don't they don't want to keep that stuff. So just tell them, hey, I get that off your hands. They got 10 chairs. Uh, if they wanted 200, no, I give you 100. And they're like, all right, come on. That's how it always works for me.
Someone asked,
Uh,
what's an X-Tool machine?
oh, it's a t-shirt printer machine. I actually didn't put the video online. So basically this. So all our DTFs, like our shirts. So
Mm-hmm.
this machine does everything. It prints it and then it comes through. Now this machine, I bought this machine when it first came out, like like in February, but I didn't get it until like 2 months ago. But it didn't do all this. So now I don't have to outsource. But that's only because I love shirts. I love I love looking good. I want all my students to look nice and good. As you see, all these shirts in here, all these shirts over here. So I'm big on that. So then they can't complain like, oh well, Suave, I ain't had no shirt because this is that. No, we could go make one. Come on. So that's just
Can
that.
I ask how
But like I
much?
said, the machine,
Yes.
the machine cost me 6,000, but that machine now is probably like double because as you know, when everything come out, social media takes a hold of it and do the most. But when I got it, it was only 6,000. But like I said, it's an all-in-one, one and done. So then you can make like your own smocks and stuff. But I mean, again, that place I just told y'all about, DallasShirts.com, um, they do detail printing. That's what I used to do before I started doing my own, you know. And they really affordable and they'll send it to you. And all you gotta do is get you a little $100 heat press, which is this one. Because that X tool, I don't even know how to use it yet. That this Old Faithful, this heat press works perfect. So, and they about $100, maybe 125, because the newer things are out. So people don't want to. They look just the normal, but it's super complicated right now. So I'm gonna figure it out later.
Then when you got ready to open your school, did you tell anybody that you was gonna open a school?
I did not.
And why
No, I did
not?
not.
Can you share with us?
Because when you open the school, especially when you new to do something, a lot come with that. You know, people may say stuff or, you know, I don't know if they necessarily is gonna like do stuff to get me like where I get like not fined or nothing because let's be for real, a lot of stuff have to get done. So I just don't want to chance that honestly. But when I knew for a fact that we was passed and go ready to go, and they put the sign up on the building, I of course let everybody know then. But then we joined the chambers of commerce out here. So if you have one, which I'm sure y'all do, I would definitely recommend doing that, even just for the first year, okay? Because being tied to the city gives you a lot of, I mean, not necessarily clout, but it kind of does. It gives you a lot of clout. So everybody be like super excited about what you're doing, and then they gonna like promote you. So and you can get the
Um,
basic membership. So
so the floor is open for Q&A. Whatever
yeah, for
questions
sure.
y'all got, Shakis, Lisa, Monica, y'all need to start asking. Go ahead. The floor is open, y'all.
My question was, where did you get the kits from for the students?
Oh, yes. Okay, so same thing I was just telling y'all, like with vegan. Um, I did content and stuff already. So personally, I contacted Stylecraft and then they started sending me stuff for free. So just promoting them so they will send me stuff. Now this ain't the world's best kit, you know, but it's starting out and it don't cost you nothing. So, they have a lot of these sitting around anyway, because nobody buying these, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want what's trending, like Babylist or something like that. So just realistically, if you don't want to pay nothing, contact these companies like Stylecraft, like I said. That's one easy one. Um, because then they'll send you
And
all
they
of this.
just
And this was
want you to
like,
promote it whenever you're using it, like showing how it works and stuff.
yeah, but you don't even have to do videos. Like they don't even ask you for content. The fact that
Oh,
you getting your students acclimated with their product, that mean, if it's good for them in school, they're
they're
gonna want
gonna
to use
buy
it
it
when they
once
out.
they,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. And everybody go through mannequins and all kind of stuff when you starting out, like using things. But see, look at all this vegan product.
And you said that that chambers that board you just showed us. What was
Hmm.
that for?
Um, the whiteboard.
No, in the city you said you get some clout for
Oh yeah,
being
yeah.
on
Oh
the.
yeah. So that's the Chamber of Commerce. So mine is called Waxahachie Chamber of
Okay.
Commerce, and I'm a part of Dallas Chamber of Commerce. But like every city has one, and it's just like put you in touch with all the people that's in businesses. So
Got
it just like I said, they promote you, they tell people about you, and then I mean, I feel like that's just the easiest route by going into that. And now, like I said, this supply closet is horrible. But again, um, because if you open the school, most likely you have a license or somebody have a license. So go on Marlowe and like
Did you
all of this
did you have
stuff.
those shelves built out for your supply closet?
I did not. It's crazy. They came like this. I just painted
I
them like
love it. Where did
Thank you,
you get
thank you.
those from?
Well, this right here came like this, but like these things I bought, and then the
Oh
little
yeah.
cheap plastic ones, I
Now
just
my
stacked them up
question
in there.
is, when you were in preparation mode to open up the school,
Mhm.
it's a lot of documents that you have to submit with the application, right?
Mhm.
When you was building your foundation, at what point did you start um building up anticipation, telling people about the school? Was it before
Well,
your
like
life? Was it
like like
before?
like like you Shannon said. I mean, like Shannon said, I did not. I didn't tell no one.
Yeah, I
Like,
haven't told anyone neither, but so did you
but
wait
what's
till you got your license?
Yep, when my license came, I
Okay.
slightly started telling people, but
Okay.
I didn't really post until because the way I mean, I was different because my building, I wanted to get
Mm-hmm.
my sign put up. So
Mm-hmm.
the building was blank. So everybody was wondering what was coming because
Uh-huh.
it was brown. Then I painted it white and black. So everybody,
Mm-hmm.
oh, something coming, but what is it? So I
Like
waited.
for
But
okay.
when I had my license, at that point, I was like, let people know, like, yeah, I'm gonna open a school because we're licensed now. Nobody can
Okay.
stop it at that point.
Okay.
Would
Okay.
you talk about when TDLR came out and did your initial inspection? I'm
Yes, yes, yes,
kind
yes.
of waiting on that right now.
Okay. So when they came out, first of all, whatever thoughts you got in your head, unthink it. Because when they come out, the people that's coming out, they want you to get licensed. They are not
Okay.
wanting you to not get licensed. They
Mm-hmm.
want you to open a school because this is something that's going to be positive for the community. So if
Mm-hmm.
you got any negative thoughts, don't have them because I'm telling you, I was like super like anxious. And I mean, when I tell you I printed so much stuff, like I printed all these files and stuff, but I did it because I felt like I thought I had to. I didn't have to have all of this stuff, like you
Did
know,
you? What
like
type of clock in and out system did you use?
I use U10, and only reason I use U10 because it's a physical clock in, like with their hand, and then you could put a pin number on it just in case, like because like some of the girls have nails longer than mine, so they
Spell
can't clock
that.
in.
Spell that. You attend.
Please.
Oh, so it's U, and then it's capital ATTEND.
Oh, you attend. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
then it's like now you do pay monthly for it, but I feel like it's the most worth it because I looked at a lot of different things, but I feel
Mm-hmm.
like this one is worth it because it has a long list of people that came, like people that you have in your system, and you take them out when they
Mm-hmm.
graduate or if they drop. I mean, let's be for
Mm-hmm.
real, everybody ain't gonna make it, but
Mm-hmm.
and then like for Texas, you gotta just have something like this. Can y'all
Right.
see me?
So I'm closer to Houston. So yeah, so I would need that. Another question: did you do the extended learning program, and or would you be able to use that as part of it if you did for
I
the
did
people?
not do the, I did not do the extended learning, but I believe you could. That's like if people need to take longer than 1,000 hours. Is that the part?
Well, no, it's the part where they could do 500.
You
The
talking about
500.
continuing education?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
Okay. Oh
no,
no, no.
no,
Oh.
where they could
Okay.
do 500 of the
Online.
curriculum online, and then
Oh
they would only have
no.
to come in for the practical. They could do the
Yeah.
theory online up
Uh-huh.
to
But
500 hours,
but
and the state was. Go ahead.
only reason I didn't do that is because realistically, um, if you want your school to look good, if you want to actually have graduating rates, I feel like that's not necessarily good because people gonna just do something just to get it on the system saying that they attended or they did the work, but when it
Right.
come down to testing, they're not gonna pass
I was
because you
I
you
was asking. It had to be the same system. They say you have to use the same clock in system for that part as if they were actually there present.
oh
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
was
So you could
wondering,
you
would
could
it work?
use you could use your 10 as long as you get them a pin number.
Okay. So yeah,
So
it will
yep.
clock in and do the same thing then.
Yep, it would do the same
Okay.
thing. And the same thing, like, I didn't want to get where is it at? I didn't want to get like a booking site, but
Mm-hmm.
it ended up being okay because if you get in touch with like Squire, that's who I use right now. Um,
Right. So
it
I'm dealing with
treats
them right now too. Joel.
okay, yes. So they treat my students like they're barbers, but it's still a school, like Squire for schools is the
Right. They
way
gave
they're
you the
doing it.
six. They gave the students 6 months free after they leave. They
But
did that.
they should give you 6 months free too.
Now is
No, they gave
Squire for every state or only Texas?
No, I
every
think it's for
state.
every state.
Oh, okay,
They're
okay,
based out of
okay.
New York, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but it's
And
And
so
every state.
they give you this, and then like your system. Let me see. I should be able to pull it real quick. Your system, you can see everybody. Um, let me see. You can see everybody and what they're doing, and then you could use that to track your hours.
Right.
No, I'm not doing that, but
Okay.
you could. So like right here, you see all my students,
Mm-hmm.
and then like
So
okay, all of them don't
so
get
when
pictures of them,
TDLR
but
came out, they said that was acceptable to track hours and clock them.
yeah, you can use Squire.
Okay.
Yep. But I ended up like I said, I just used Util. I just kind of want to keep them separate, only because this is more so on the financial side. So I stay with Squire for that. But
So you stay with Squire for what?
for like students to get like to book their appointments and see what they're doing, stuff like
Oh,
that.
that's
So
good. I like that.
so
But you don't
it's kind of
use
like you
them.
make them staff, you know.
I like that.
One other thing I did like about them is they'll give you loans against the payments you receive. Squire will.
Oh yeah,
Um,
and Square do too. If y'all had to just go, if you want to go a free route, but Square was just so annoying because you didn't have a slot for everybody, which is Squire.
right,
It
Oh,
right,
makes Square makes more sense, and I'm not. They don't pay me. I'm just telling you, this makes more sense than Square. Square is
right.
100% free. Square
right.
does cost, but
Yeah, I use
the
Suave for bookings in my shop
yeah,
too.
the return of investment I think makes more sense.
Hey, ask them about the year free. They
Well,
offer me a year free.
they gave me 6 months, and then um I feel like they did something wrong, so then they end up extending it to like May. So I think I kind of got the year now, but
Okay.
I wasn't really like tripping. Oh
So
yeah,
I
there we
have
go. Look at
another
us.
question. Once you got licensed, how
Hmm.
long before you actually started your first class? Like you say you had
Okay.
just started promoting. Wait, you say you just had
Uh-huh.
started promoting once you got your license. How long in between you getting your license did you really start your first class? Because didn't you have to build up like to promote it to get the word out?
Yeah. So I I got licensed in March, like
Okay.
the end of March, but I
Uh-huh.
didn't start my first class until Cinco de Mayo, which was May 5th. But
Okay.
in April, I did a grand opening, and I did like
Okay.
I had hired a DJ. It's a
Okay.
local restaurant. He did like tacos and stuff, so I gave out free food. You know, when you feed the community, everybody see that. You know, we did free haircuts. I had all my licensed barber friends come do haircuts and stuff, so we did that. And then
Okay.
like literally like 3 weeks later, I started class. And then I only had like the first day I only had one student, which was literally my wife. But then
Okay.
like two
That's
days
still
later,
good.
yeah, 2 days later I had people come like because they saw it was open now, like the little open
Mm-hmm.
sign, like just little things, you know. They saw it was
Mm-hmm.
open, so they knew it was really here. And then they came, then I had like 4 students, and then by the end of the month, I had about 12. And then
Really?
the summertime I blew up now. This is what like in the summertime I kind of did like a little promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like don't do it. I'm not gonna lie. Just wait it out because if you have 12 students, 10 students, that's cool. You know, wait it out.
You saying don't do what?
Don't take no cuts off on your payment because seven
Oh
dollars an
yeah, I
hour
ain't
is what
gonna
I
do
was
that.
charging.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my thing was 7,100 for the
Mm-hmm.
students that couldn't afford, basically like the high schoolers and stuff. I did a high
Mm-hmm.
school program, like a rate, and realistically, they was not prepared. They said they had kits, they only had
Mm-hmm.
clippers. A kit is
Mm-hmm.
totally different from clippers. You know, a kit comes with
Mm-hmm.
everything you need to do every other service outside of a haircut. So just I say don't do it. Or if you do it, maybe discount it like $500 from being a high
Okay.
school student versus being, you know, an adult or whatever,
Yeah.
because I was looking like to me it didn't make sense. Um
So you
but
didn't post nothing about your transformation as you was building out your space?
no, only because like I said, I was new to the school, new to Waxahachie, new to the area. This was the first one to
Okay.
come. So,
Okay.
and then now somebody did end up opening something. I think it was like a barbershop or whatever. But they hated me and hated my school, didn't even know me because they thought they was the first to do it because they've been here so long, you know. They didn't expect me to just
Okay.
come up under them and just boom, here I go. But
That's
again,
envy. That's envy.
yeah. But again, yeah, that's my TikTok when I turned my I literally did this. I built this all out myself right here. My
Okay.
shed. But
Okay.
but my school, no, I didn't build it all out. Like I said, my friend, matter of fact, she go here now, Nitsa, and then her
Okay.
uncle, they helped me. We did a lot of the work. But
And then another thing I noticed when you go to the when you go to the websites where the kids and stuff trying to create an account, they want you to already have your school license. So how do you start building this stuff up in advance?
Most
While
of them go
you
to Amazon first to get their
oh
just one kit, so for inspection, and then once you get your license approval, then
hmm
that's when you all can
and,
set up an
and,
account with
So I
and
burners
have
where
a
are
and
you at?
whatnot.
question.
Where's she at?
I have a
Chicago.
question real quick
Chicago. Okay,
about
okay,
that.
okay. Uh-huh.
When they sent you your paperwork and they said that your your first packet had been received and everything was approved, is your license number that same reference number?
Uh, I think so because
Right.
I think so. I believe so.
I thought so too. I referred back to it and they pulled up my account with it. So I was assuming that was going to be my actual license number. Just a thought.
No, I do think so. And then I mean, like I said, you can always email maybe the person that came out, because like a lady named was Pam who came out for me, and like she was on it, like she would email me because she was like, oh well, I don't see what's taking so long because everything's been approved. She told me that day I was approved. So
Wait a minute, she told you the same. So this is what I want to know. When
she
you
did.
submitted your application, how
hmm
long between you submitting your application did they come out for your inspection? Like,
Well, see, in Texas, everything they tell you got 90 days, right? No,
uh-huh.
it took them like 120 days for me, but they literally said they missed my application. So that was no fault to me at that point.
So
It
about
was
3 months
just,
it took them to come out to do the inspection?
well, for me it took 4, but yeah.
Oh, 4 months. Okay,
But
okay,
but
okay.
well, they called me and she was like, "Can I come on Friday?" I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." Like, come on, I've been ready. So,
Right.
uh, so as soon as she called me, everything started moving fast. There was like no issues
Okay.
after that.
And then after they came and did your inspection, how long before you got your license?
Uh, they did my inspection like in February, so about 3 weeks to 4 weeks. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
actually got my license like completely. Like he said, they
Okay.
gave me like a reference number or something, and I
Hmm.
was able to like see, like kind of not really track the progress, but I could still see that it was like ending or something. But it didn't
Okay.
like it wasn't like no way to like track it or nothing, but it was like you could kind of see it.
So they just
Okay.
approved my application, and I know
hmm
my next step I was looking at is they're going to send it to Houston for my inspector to get in contact with me. They just
hmm
gave me a list of the things I need to go over getting ready for the inspection. How long was
hmm
it between the time they approved your application and the lady got with you? That was 4 months?
No, no, no. That was literally like a week.
Okay, so once they
Like
approve the application, it's quick.
it's quick, because
Okay.
like when she finally called, like they emailed me and they was like they trying to call me, and I'm like, well, I don't know why it's not going through, but they was calling like a private number or something like when they called through,
Ah,
and
okay. See,
so
my approval, I just got approved, so I'm
hmm
in that waiting period. But when I sent my application off like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago,
hmm
and they already emailed me and let me know I had one problem with my CPA. I got that done, so
uh-huh.
everything is approved. Now she's saying that they're sending it to the inspector, and
Okay.
they'll be the next person to contact me. So I was just trying to figure out what that
Yep.
waiting period was like.
Yep, and just make sure if you have, and like if you still haven't, so like you haven't heard from them in the time, just email them back, because like I said, for me, I think my phone had like unknown numbers or whatever was getting blocked, so they wasn't coming through.
Oh.
Ah,
So just make
okay.
sure you double check that, because like I said, when they kept calling,
So
I
it could
wasn't
come
getting
up
it.
as a spam call.
Exactly, that's exactly how it came
Oh,
up.
Okay,
okay.
So
got it.
Yeah, the phones do that now. Yeah.
hmm
So you
so like
saying
I
the
said,
4 months was from the time you
Send it.
submitted your application
yeah,
to
from
get
the
it
time I
approved?
submitted, like 10 of them did all my paperwork. The
Uh-huh.
ladies they emailed me everything, and I
Uh-huh.
just double checked it, signed what I had to sign, and then sent everything off. And 4 months from that was when I got you know the call, basically to come do an inspection.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah,
that
but it
part,
Okay.
could be
that's
it
what
could
I was
be
trying to clear
yeah,
because it only took me like 2 weeks.
good,
Oh,
good, good. Because
okay.
like I said, sometimes like I said, she told me, she said she don't know how they missed me, but they did, but they came back. So
Right.
Man.
Now, who was that just said they had a problem with their CPA? Was it something with your like financial statement?
Well, with yes, it wasn't approved at first because she did not put her license number and
mhm.
she didn't put her license number on there and she did not put the correct name. So the problem I ran into is I had a CPA that
Uh-huh.
had a company service that had a CPA working under them. But the
Uh-huh.
lady that was over the tax service signed it as if she did it. Well, she
Okay,
didn't
Okay.
have a license number. So
okay.
sometimes you may go
Yeah, so you know, I was just showing y'all, like I said, there's different little things, and same thing like with if y'all got a camera, a drone, shoot the footage. Shoot the footage now, the process as you going along, because like I said, I bought these capes, but then they started sending me stuff now. Like you found something that you like, spend the money, because it's gonna come back to you. You make a video, then people gonna see it, they're gonna be like, oh wait, can you do this for me? I'll send it to you for free. Okay, cool.
Right,
And then it's
sponsorship
still
deals.
and it still make your school being seen. So like
Do you
I
think
personally,
with you having a
huh?
school, they gravitated to you more for their product?
Oh, oh yeah, absolutely. Because now they know that you're gonna have, even if you only got two people, I'm telling you, there's two more people that's gonna be seen outside of somebody hearing from somebody versus they trusting what you saying from a school. A lot of people gonna trust what you saying from a school because they know nothing else. Like all of these students know nothing else. So
So I
you
mean,
just gotta.
I don't want to be rude, but I want to ask this question.
Mm.
For the cost of the building, do you find it being better to just buy the building or just go and lease it?
I think it depends on your long term goal. For me personally, I bought the building. I thought it was better to buy the building because I couldn't find nothing that I wanted, for the right price, like to lease out. Now, if you could find something that maybe give you like 2,000 square feet for maybe like 2,500, I feel like that's not a lot.
I got
I feel like
2,500 square feet for 1,500 a month. So
oh, there
you
you
can
go.
find it.
Look,
You need to just
exactly.
look.
Look, yep.
You need to
So
look.
lease it. Yep, lease it.
Where
If
are
you
you
can get that
I
located?
price, do it.
lease. I'm in Chicago and I have
Yep.
2,500 square feet.
Are you,
And I
but you're
only
on the
need
south side?
1,000 square
Are
feet.
you on the south
I'm in
side?
Woodline. Are you in Chicago?
Yeah, I'm in Chicago and LA, but
I'm in
the
Woodline.
one
Type of deal because think about it. Whatever you charging for school, I'm not too sure, but like I said, I charge 7,000. So that's for school. If you think about it, you're gonna make the money back for that lease off of like what, two students?
But you know
So
what? This was all
You say
God
you
because
only
I
charge
had the salon
7,000?
all.
I only charge that because looking around, like, like I get sponsorships from like this company right here, stuff that the students can use. It's called Barber Ollie. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, they will send y'all 2 free books for free.
I
Like
love
stuff
it.
like this. I suck at this. It's me. I suck. My brother, he's good, but I did this and then boom, they start sending me stuff. So, but I'm saying you can write them right now because you got a school, they'll give it to you for free off bat.
And what?
So
That's the design for the
a
cut.
design, for the students, because students, them boys, especially when y'all really get the young ones, they gonna love to try to
What
cut and
is
put some
that?
stuff. It's called Design. That's the name of the book.
Oh, okay.
But it's Barber Ollie. See, look, they use us for an ad now. You see, this my hand. They use us for an ad, so that's cool. That's still getting my school seen because as y'all saw that video, all you see is upscale
Mm-hmm.
all through that. Even though we moving around, my comb, all that. But no, I definitely say, I went lower on the tuition because if you look around the area, you got to see what people can afford. That's just it.
Mm-hmm.
If they can't afford it, you're not going to have people there. So you don't want to have a nice school and not have nobody in it. That defeats the purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to kind of look at, like, call around. That's what I did. I called around. I called different places in Dallas. I called places, it's a school in Midlothian, which is like 20, maybe 20 minutes from me. I called them. I called Cedar Hill, Duncanville. I called everyone, see what they charge for school. Like I was
Do
trying to go.
you do
And
you
then
use different well, not grants, but well, you would say grants, like different
what?
people to help pay the students
Not
pay
right
for
now.
their
Nope, not right now. I think you gotta wait like 12 months. I think you gotta be open before you can like take other money. Now, if people pay for somebody, then that's fine. But I've been using, well, one student used called progressive loans. Like they
Mhm.
pay for education through that. Like so they pay me directly. And then that
Okay.
student makes a payment on that. So it's called progressive loans. I think you should I think Chin gave me that information, honestly, or one of the girls. They told me about that place and it worked.
Okay. Okay.
So you just tell them and then
you also can do Cherry. Cherry is another
places to get them to pay. So then all the money will be paid up front and then you really don't have no back end to worry about. But we do community events. Like we go out and we do community events. Again, that same number I gave y'all, they would do this banner for like $50.
I
Like
didn't
it's
get
just
the
some
number.
well it's the name. It's called Dallas Shirts. I'm sorry. It's
Okay.
DallasShirts.com and they ship anywhere. So they would do you a banner like this, you know, And y'all see me, my Balenci's. I'm just okay, but they'll they'll do you like one of these. I got two of them. One that said that $5 haircut, then I got this one. So like when we do different events, I just try to make people. I always see us because we doing these events for free. We
Mhm.
outside cutting. We in Texas. We outside cutting for
Mhm.
free. So I want people to see us.
Mhm.
And maybe they want to come. Come to school.
That's
Mhm.
cool.
So
That's cool. That's a
same
good
thing.
idea.
Gotta
I
be
don't know
creative.
what barber things y'all have. Like we have like BarberCon, in Dallas. I know they have them pretty much everywhere. So
But
we
we got
went
the
there
good
like barber
weather for it
expos,
too.
huh?
You got the good weather for it too, anyway.
Oh yeah, well y'all, it's getting a little cold. So I got on a hoodie today.
I'm
It's
not
changing on
talking
us.
in New York.
Yeah, I'm from Chicago, so don't get it twisted now.
Okay.
I'm literally from Chicago. Let me show y'all.
Mhm.
I'm literally from Chicago, so don't get it
Oh,
twisted now.
Oh yeah, you
I
die hard. I was
it's
born and
not.
raised. I was born and raised in Chicago. You die hard.
but I moved down here for
For
better
real, for
opportunities. Like
real.
when I got out the army, so I'm like, this works. And
Well, I'm
Texas has
proud of
been
you.
lovely.
Congratulations. That you
Thank you,
it's
thank you,
it's
Yeah,
amazing. I
congratulations,
love
sis.
it.
You doing it. You doing it. I like it.
And
thank you,
Chin,
thank
I
you.
want to say thank you too for bringing her
Dang
forward
right.
because this is
Yeah.
like the encouragement and this is what we need to see, like living
Mm-hmm.
Right.
examples of
Right.
what you're actually teaching and and it lets us know that if you can do it, we can
Do it.
do it
Yep,
too,
absolutely.
and it's an
And they will help
amazing
you. He literally will help
opportunity.
you. Yep, he literally will help you. His team will help you.
Well,
Like
no,
I
I
said.
know. I'm already with his team already, and they
Okay,
are.
okay. I'm saying any questions?
Listen, I believe that mentors help you lapse decades into days. You do not have to take the long route. You can hire Chin and his
Mm-hmm.
team, and Chin ain't paying me to say this. I
Yep.
just know that if you want to lapse decades into days, hire a coach and a mentor. And when I say Chin and his team, they don't play about getting you exactly what you need. And he not paying me to say this. I'm only
Mm-hmm.
saying this because she just told me to hire them. I already hired them because the
Mm-hmm.
Holy Spirit told me to hire them last year in
Yep.
November. And I was being rebellious. I was like, somebody was like, why would you hire a mentor when you could do it yourself? And the
Nope.
Holy
Do
Spirit
it. Yep.
said, I said, call the mentor. And so I called Chin. And before you knew it, I hired him and things just started moving rapidly. And so I believe that when you align, believe, and commit to the vision,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to attract and draw the people that is supposed to be assigned to the vision.
Absolutely.
Yes, I've been watching.
Absolutely.
I've been with Chin for a long time also. So I'm moving forward. When my mother died and my father died and all of them, I wound up
Mm-hmm.
getting blessed with the money in order to open up
Mm-hmm.
my school. So now I'm moving forward. I've already
Mm-hmm.
started doing my content creations and everything like
Mm-hmm.
that. So you'll be seeing me soon in Chicago. I just left Chicago filming.
Who is that
So
talking?
yeah,
I want to connect with you. What's your name?
this is Dr. Lake Kashawn.
Okay. I don't see your name. Okay, I didn't see it pop up.
Dr.
Okay.
Lake, Dr. Lake, you got a picture of my image of my granddaughter on the
Okay.
screen.
Okay.
Oh, she's
Okay.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay.
What's going on in Chicago? Is there an event or something?
Suave,
Yeah. You
Yes.
say what's going on in
I'm just
Chicago?
waiting.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I didn't hear
is
you.
there a barber event or something going on?
Well, right now they're getting ready to do something major in Chicago with the competition to give away $60,000 for hairstylists and
Mm.
barbers in Chicago. That's getting ready to happen starting in
Yeah,
January.
that is true. Yep. No, it's
But
called the trade show. Yeah.
that um and we did I did that's how I got locked in with like the Dallas police and doing haircuts and stuff for free for Christmas and stuff. So when y'all get y'all school going, definitely do the community involvement. I'm telling you, like I can't stress it enough. Like
How did you get into the community involvement? What did you start doing? Like to lead, like you just started finding the event. How did you find the events and start going to the events to do the events for the kids?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I was asking you, how did you start when you opened the school? How did you start getting connected doing the events to get into the events?
So I reached out to the Dallas police.
Okay.
Excuse me, and that's just how it happened.
Okay.
I don't know what I just swallowed. Sorry, but yeah, I just reached out to the Dallas police, and then they started connecting me with different churches and stuff like that, and then
Okay.
um, it went up from there. So just I know Chicago police gotta have something going on, for Christmas.
Well,
So
I have a few police officer clients, so I'm just gonna connect with them. Okay. Thank you so much.
you're welcome, and yeah, definitely connect with them because even if you do just the free haircuts first year, the
Hmm.
next year like do like good. I mean, it's a lot of ways.
Okay.
Like when you reach out to churches, or like I said,
Well, if you're looking for something for December 14th, they're going to have an industry party in Chicago. I think that would be something great for you to be involved in because it's going to lead into what they're looking for 100 salons to connect with television. So it's
Okay.
I'll let you know. It's
Okay.
Van Cleef Salon down on Halstead and Roosevelt and Halstead.
That we didn't get to see. Maybe go
uh-huh.
back there. And I know you
Yeah.
were starting to tell us about, yeah, right there. And you were starting to tell us about
What a
like the
shop.
different,
hmm
yes.
It's called Marlowe Beauty. Like
Okay.
this stuff be like $4, and it's the
Okay.
big cans. So
Okay.
you just gotta have a barber license or a beauty license. So
Yeah.
I'm a
Okay.
barber too, so I feel like all y'all probably already got that anyway. So shop with them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you.
You're
So,
welcome. Let me
I
see.
have a question. You
Online
said
or is that in Dallas?
I'm sorry, what you say?
Is you said Marlo Beauty? That's online or in?
Online. Yes, absolutely. They're online.
and you said with your EIN you could open an account with which store?
Amazon business.
Amazon Business. Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm
Any more
proud of you.
questions?
I'm
And
proud of
then,
you.
thank you. Like I said, if y'all need this contact, they will send y'all all this product. I can give y'all these people information.
I'll
Um,
Million.
take it. I like to use others.
okay.
Yes.
And they send
Yeah,
y'all
yeah, I want
everything.
it.
So what
Okay,
do I
so
need to do? You just reach out to them and tell me opening the school.
yep, but I would give you the information. Like I would give you
I
the
want the
personal information
information.
directly. I have to go get my school phone.
Okay,
It's in
okay,
my
okay,
in
okay.
my truck, I think. But I would like I said, y'all got my information. Y'all DM me. I will give you the contact. They will send y'all so much stuff, and then
Okay.
the only thing they're gonna ask for you is to let them do a class, and it's literally an
Okay.
hour on
What's
Zoom.
the number to the school? If
My
we is it okay if we visit?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Pull up on me. Y'all let me know when y'all want to come. I would love
Yeah,
to.
give me the number. Give me the number.
Okay, my number is eh, um it's 214 8
214
870
870
0122. You could call, text.
0122.
hmm I
Okay.
got the school. The school
Put
got
it
the new iPhone. I don't. But y'all could
put it
call
in
and
the
text
chat.
me, FaceTime me. Oh
Ken,
yeah.
you
Put
said
it in
that you
put
gotta
it in the
have one
chat,
kid
Stu.
for the when they come out to do the inspection. What all needs to go in that first kit?
You want to look into state board rules and regulations, and they should have the minimum kit requirements in there.
Oh, mine's not on the regulations. The paper I have. Okay, I gotta look deeper then.
If you don't see it in your rules and
Can you put that
regulations,
number back
then
up?
email and ask them.
Okay.
All right. Y'all got any
And
other questions for her?
I'm gonna
Nope.
say, when y'all see companies like this that's not doing nothing really, write them people. They send me this for free.
Put it
Can
in
you
So
put
just
Wow.
that
write them.
number back up, Che?
0122
What'd you say, Henry?
Her phone
214
number?
870
What phone number?
My phone
Her
number.
available.
Upscale.
Y'all could text me up upscale Suave. I'm Suave. Y'all could text me, call me, whatever. Like I said, um, I get that phone on me all the time. So any questions you got outside of here, just hit me up.
What's
Okay,
that number
cool.
again?
I put it in chat. Did you see it? It's 214
Wait,
870
two
0122
two one four eight seven zero
0122.
0122. Gotcha.
And I'm Suave, Suave. But you can put Upscale Barber Academy. It don't matter. I'll
Okay.
go by any of them.
VE.
And then
Suave.
if you take my number down so you can hit me up, make sure you put like if you want the information for like the vegan, just so I can make sure you get that information. If you I don't know, want to see like my Amazon shopping cart or something, tell you what to get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm willing to tell you.
Thank
That's
you.
damn right.
On the Amazon account, what's the interest rate like? Is it high or is it the first 12 months free or what we looking at?
Mm, don't give me the line. I don't know what the interest rate is because
Gotcha.
me personally, I don't have a running balance. Like I may spend like $2,000, but I'm gonna pay it off before
Gotcha.
it's due. So I don't really know.
How much
But
is the books?
um, y'all, I bought these books off of people. I got on Facebook Marketplace. You know, people either
It's
finish
smart.
school or they get out. Is
Yeah.
before you get your license, you can't really buy them yet. So now
Right.
it's
They
a
don't let you bound.
nope. So now I can get them, but they sent me a thing and said it's a new edition out. But this one is still in regulation. So until they say it ain't, I'm gonna hold on to these little $50 books I've been getting because
That's
now I
what
got
I
a
was
whole class
concerned
full.
about. Like when they come out to the school, what all do you need to have?
But like like the lady, I promise y'all, I had all of this. She was so excited about having a school, she didn't even check to make sure I had a book for real. Even though it was sitting on the table, she didn't look at it. Nothing. She just okay. Like so, I'm over there. I'm stressing about everything. Like I said, everything that you think you're supposed to stress about, don't. Like if you get a book, get one book off of Amazon.
Okay.
If you gotta pay for it, but get on Marketplace. Marketplace, I had these books. People be I told you, if they especially if they dropped out of barber school, they trying to get it away. You know, so get
That's
on
cool.
Marketplace and you could probably get one for like 50, $60. Cause I think I paid like 50 or under for every book I got. And I got like 20 of them.
Okay.
But I didn't buy them all at once. You know, it was like one day I'm on this side of town. Let me write this first and see if I can get it. You know, stuff like that.
Okay.
Um, until you can get them from the place. And then I can send you the PDF file for the book too. Cause that's good too. So if you want me to send you the PDF file, I can send you that. And
Oh
so then it's like
yeah.
this. Because that's what pretty much all my kids do. All of them are right here on.
That's good.
All of them are right here. The book right here.
I love it.
So you could just do that, but at least just have a couple of these. You know, just in case you got to really hit the book literally,
Mm-hmm.
or like I said, because then they can have it on their phone and all that. So I could just send that to y'all too, or I
Do
can
you
send it to
do?
Chin. However he mass send it out, I can give it to y'all.
I
Cause
have
I
a
got
question. Do you do hair?
me.
Yeah.
Not no more. I
Oh
used
no.
to. I used to. So I still teach braid class, which
Okay.
is
So,
you know
cause
Hmm.
I got
I still
girls that
this
do
my baby
hair.
girl, so I still teach braid class. I don't like it. She hate to get her hair home, but I still teach them, you know, like how to do
Yeah.
stuff.
Your
But
That's what's
page
up.
private, but I did just try to send
oh
you
yeah,
a
yeah,
message.
I'm gonna add y'all now. I told you
Okay.
I had to make my page private. This is me and my like clients from Dallas, but I had to make my page private because y'all will see when y'all get on my page. Them kids don't need to be seeing how I live.
How much do
Right.
you charge for your classes?
um, like braid class and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is included, so. I teach them how to do, you know, braids. That's on the school page too. I don't know if y'all saw it. Um,
Do you do visiting schools for lectures?
I can. I
Okay.
don't right now, but I
Okay. Well,
can.
I'll set something up. I'll set something up with you. We'll
See,
talk.
so look, this is my braid class. So I teach the boys. This is part, like of it. I show them what I know how to do, and they all be like, "Oh no, I'm not fun." They get it,
Right.
you know. So some
My
days,
son wants to do that. He 9. He's been braiding mannequins,
hmm
but so
and this
I
one of our videos.
to get him involved in it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think they definitely need to learn like everything. And then I don't know if y'all know about the barber plug, but his wife go to our school too now, so that's major right now. We beyond trending right now because she decided. But she been my friend. They been my friend, but
Mm.
she decided to lock me in and come learn how to be a barber.
I
So,
love it.
Yeah, they
um,
cool. I follow them too.
yeah. So, again, we just we just keep doing stuff. And I told you we was changing that room in the back. Like, so on the school story, we got a sponsorship from this company called Paper Bloom. When anytime y'all want something, just write these people. They would give y'all stuff. And so I
What
had
you
her
be
shoot a
writing in
video.
and saying?
Hey, I like your product. I would like to get, I'll send you a little detailed, email like what I was saying. But basically, I say I like it, and I don't be lying. I already have some of their stuff already. I used it
So you
before
just
or
ask for
something.
samples of it?
No, I asked, can I have whatever it is that I like for free? I mean, only thing they're gonna say either yes or no, and they be like, most likely they be like, okay, and they'll give you an influencer contract, and it's like a PDF file. You sign it, and you just gotta either get them a 20-second video or 2 post shout outs. That's simple. So we do that.
Okay, and what was the name of that? I didn't catch it. You said
The wallpaper.
Yeah.
It's called Paper Bloom, and
Okay.
all you gotta do is go on their website, scroll down to the end. At the bottom, say like affiliate. On most websites it's at the bottom. It say affiliate. Almost where you will go when you're trying to apply for the job.
Okay.
You would do the same thing, for to get a sponsorship.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, so they sent me the wallpaper, and it's gonna be super nice because, like I said, that space I showed y'all, that's what we're gonna use it for. And so then after that, I mean, that's pretty much it. But like I said, and then with content, we go like we said, I make the students go meet a BarberCon.
Yeah.
A lot of them, some of them couldn't get
Yeah.
the ticket. Guess what I did? Bought the
But
ticket
That's
because
right.
Oh,
it's
right.
gonna make upscale look better. It's strength in
Totally
numbers.
right.
So buy the ticket. Ticket like $50. Buy the ticket.
Yeah.
Because later on you'll be able to write it off. You ain't gonna get the money back yet, but you will get it later. And then you just look good. Like
Then
that's
you
how.
let the kids
Hmm.
get a chance to experience that,
yeah, those
Like
Exactly.
that
seminars are
break
great.
that breaks
Those
somebody's
seminars.
spirit when they can't do
And look,
that. You know
Basio,
what I'm saying?
Tune
That's
45. We met
true. That's
everybody.
true.
Sean cuts hair. Even though I really didn't like him, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But you get to meet all the people that's trending that everybody also love.
Right.
Just but it's make a name for yourself. You get seen. And then one of my students, a little weirdo. Let me show you. He got he got a what's it called? Um, not a lizard. Whatever, a throat monitor
Iguana.
or something crazy. He brought it to
Iguana.
BarberCon.
Iguana,
It's big,
uh,
y'all. He
a
brought it to
bearded
BarberCon.
dragon. What's
These
that?
people loving on it. But again, it's free promotion. So if you got weirdos, let them be. Let them be them who they gonna be.
Okay.
It still help your school.
Yep.
Like Jorge Fades. I mean, and then obviously this is my truck, so it gets attention within itself.
You edit
So
your own videos.
yes, ma'am.
You do a
Yes,
good
ma'am.
job.
Thank you. And I'm YouTube learned for everything that I do, from learning how to make t-shirts all the way to editing videos.
And you got your own drone too, right?
I do. Uh-huh.
I love it.
That's
I
what's up.
do. I got my own drone. And then, like I said, when I shoot different videos like these, like I said, Illusion send me stuff for free now. So I paid for 1 set of capes. No, I paid for 2. And then when they saw
Okay.
my last video, it blew up. And so when they saw that, they like, oh no, let me just send you stuff. And then that's all they do. They
That's
send you
nice.
stuff. So
Hey, that
same
content
thing.
gets you in too.
Oh yeah. And then like I said, with the barber plug, like, this before she even signed up for school. He came there one day, let me shoot a video, because he always trying to do some content. Cool, let's do it. Cause I mean my school look good. Let's do it. And it had us trending,
Mhm.
like you see.
Mhm.
So, just shoot the content, y'all. I'm just telling y'all, just do it. And
Yeah,
especially now in the build out, people love to see the growth of something. So if you do the
dang right.
if you do the video as you growing, people gonna lock in with that too.
That's what I was asking you. Was you posting it as you was going? But you said you waited once
No,
you
no,
opened.
I wasn't. But for y'all,
Okay.
especially because if y'all not in like how, like I'm in Waxahachie. First of all, where is that, right? I'm in
Right.
Waxahachie, so that's Waxahachie, Texas. So it's nothing. I mean, it's now it's upcoming, but it's really
So
nothing really like here.
that was every
Yeah,
reason
it's
for
in the
you to be
country.
promoting, but you
Yeah.
didn't.
I did not know, because I did
Right.
not want to get. I didn't want nobody that's, like I said, that I didn't know that barbershop was going to try to be a school either. But I don't want nobody to like
That's
stop my
my
shine.
biggest fear promoting right now, and I didn't want that warfare added to what I'm
Yep,
doing.
yep, and
Yeah.
so that's why I did not.
So
But
that's
I
why
feel
I
like,
don't talk about it.
so yeah, y'all got any more questions? Any more questions? Ask away.
Suave, I
Man,
have a couple of questions, and you're so kind to stay up late and appease all of us, and I may reach out to
Yes,
you
ma'am.
another time pretty soon. This is Warrior Woman. First of all, I want to offer my sincere condolences regarding your mother.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Been there, done that. You can still do what you're doing and make her proud.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
really, really admire your whole setup. I see that you have traits of a perfectionist like I am. And it's like, I want to dot every
beautiful,
I and cross
beautiful.
every T and have everything supplied. Oh, that's her resting place.
Yes, ma'am. I just got it down because that was another problem too. But they did it right, because she
Ooh,
all the way in Georgia. So, she
Beautiful.
passed away
okay.
on the 22nd. I buried her on the 29th. And then,
God bless.
you know, I just knew I had to, she wanted to go back home with her parents. They're on the left and right of her. So I have to
Wow.
get her back down now. But I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
You can go for it. I'm sorry. I just wanted to show
You
you,
don't
so
have to,
That was
you don't have to apologize.
yes, ma'am.
No, not at all. People that are going through grief, I've been through a lot of loss of family, so I support everybody. I don't even need to know you. So that is one of the most beautiful um
Thank
pieces
you.
that I've seen on a grave
It
Yes,
marker.
is.
ma'am.
It
Thank
Yeah,
you.
a
is.
headstone, a headstone.
It is.
Thank
So
you.
one of the things I wanted to ask you is about having liability insurance for your patrons, and is
Hmm.
your insurance a little bit more expensive for having children coming in as patients? And what did you have to go through to get that type of insurance? What are they
Well,
saying?
technically, I don't know why it's that glare, but technically, I have two insurances. I have one as because I own the building, and then Upscale rents the building from me. If that makes sense, like like I have a
Uh-huh.
lease. So it's like more so like a renter's
Okay.
insurance, but my main insurance covers anything like if lightning struck or a fire happened or whatever. But at the same time, the business still has fire insurance too, because all those chairs and stuff don't belong. Technically, those chairs don't belong to Suave; they belong to Upscale. So if
Mm-hmm.
all of that stuff got lost, so the insurance. So basically, if you lease on a building or whatever, so you would just get a renter's insurance, but it's not necessarily higher. I think I pay like I want to say it's like 1,200 for the year,
Did you
and
get the
it's
flood insurance?
yep, it has flood, it has like I said, a fire, like all those protections, and I could send you, like I said, the writer who did it, because like I said, I thought that was first I was like, do I want to pay it twice? But at the end of the day, it was to me it was worth it. So if you lease in a building, just get renter's insurance, but add those different properties that you need, like as far as like what it costs you to replace everything. So I think I said like 200,000. No, it probably won't cost me that, but just in case, you know.
Most commercial spaces make you get insurance anyway when you rent.
So there you go. But like I said, but just make sure you account for the stuff like if it did happen, and then I think they even add in like if you can't have your school open. So like right now I want to say the school probably got like $60,000 in the account because personally I don't spend the school money yet because I'm trying to see what they do in a year. So now that does mean I do have like 4 students that's paid off, but everybody else are in payments because it's self-pay. So, um, and when I made payments, like I said, I talked with Chen and them about that, and then I just did what was best for that student more so than what was best for me. Cause like I do take like 400 payments, which now I'm like, yeah, why I do that? But it's okay, you know. Um, I charge, like I said, $7 an hour, really $6 an hour, because 1,000 is for the kit. So, you know, just make sure when y'all price it, like I said, y'all stay on it because what you making off tuition should cover all those bills. So if you broke down, it's probably cheaper to buy the insurance up front, like I did, versus paying it monthly because it's probably like $200 a month versus being 120 or something. So sometimes you gotta bite the bullet in the beginning. So just do that. But yeah, I think do a renter's insurance, but make sure you got everything that you need to have. Like it's not even AFLAC. It's like something like if people fall or something, or if they
Yeah.
get cut and they get an infection and stuff, they can't sue you directly. So that's
For,
why you want to have those insurances.
for your tuition payments, do you take those monthly? Do you take them weekly?
I take a monthly. So, I take it. Tuition is due on the first. So like this Saturday, tuition is due. Now some of the students do pay me like they pay me like today or whatever because they might not be here, whatever. And then I get them grace. So I get them like 2 days. But because everything you can do is Zelle, Cash App, all of those options, you kind of don't have to do a grace. I feel like you don't, but I mean, I still do
Right. I
because
was wondering because you got to report those hours. So you report them before they pay.
no.
Right. All right. That's what I was checking on.
I submit hours. Realistically, you got to like the 9th or the 10th. I just submitted hours on like the 12th, only because I forgot. I thought I submitted them already and I didn't. But knock on wood, everything was cool. They hours still show up on the next month, so it's cool. But
Okay.
I kind of realistically, I try to wait it out. That's why I give them to the 3rd. So if you ain't paid by like the 5th or something, and I don't know what's coming on, like what's going on, because you didn't communicate with me, I'm calling you, or I'm calling your parent, or whatever the case may be.
Do you allow them to still clock hours?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I do not, because at that point, I mean, you getting hours for free.
Right.
So
I was
and the
asking
same
because
thing.
I've heard of people saying they make them pay like weekly, just to
I feel
make
like
sure that those hours, are paid for.
Mhm.
I was just
But
checking.
I just feel like that would be more of a headache, because realistically, when people come, people forget stuff, and then I mean that's just a lot. Like, I mean, I know Ken already told y'all like about like having files and stuff for everybody, whatever. So imagine having to pull out a file and put a paper copy receipt for every time. I just feel like that's just doing too much. So
But
personally,
you
I
did
wouldn't.
you itemized it to where you know
2
what you're
days.
charging per hour, right? You said, I think I heard you say that.
Yeah. So I charge, like I said, $6 an hour but some of those, well, put it like this, all of my not problem, but problem students, they're never the ones that's paying tuition in full. You know what I'm saying? The problem
Okay.
students are the ones that are doing payments and then like they may or may not come to school, stuff like that. So it's like, even though you charge them per hour, it's like, that's when I have to call Chin literally because I'm like, what do I do at this point? They barely making their contracted hours and they paying it when they pay it late or whatever, And so at that point you could either add on a late fee or stuff like that, but I feel like that's a headache too. So you just talk
Okay.
to them
I
and
was just
redirect
checking.
them.
Because that
Yeah,
would be if
no,
you
that's
say
fine.
like $6 an hour and they're doing,
Mhm.
let's say 20 hours a week, that's 120. Or
Mhm.
so it's kind of like if you were in a shop and I'm charging you booth rent and I want to say, okay,
Mhm.
pay me 150 a week.
Yep. And then that's the same thing like with your school rates. So by
I'm
law,
sorry, Chan. I see you, man.
okay, look, by law they're not supposed to charge haircuts, right? But
Right.
those boys are going to charge for haircuts. I don't care who you.
Okay, so that's a
So
great question. Within that app, you could take payments and they could take tips.
yep, tips, and that's all it has to be. It has to be a tip, and you tell them when they sign up, you do not charge here. You tip. You know what I'm saying? So if you have a set
So
tip
you
rate,
could keep
whatever.
those tips if they owe you, right?
I don't know. Honestly, I haven't.
I'm just asking,
But
throwing it out there.
I feel like you should be able to. But at the same time, you probably be like, how does that make you feel morally? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah.
If they get their hours and I get my money, I'm good with it.
Well, I mean, maybe.
But you
I
cancel that out because they can't come to school if they ain't paid they bill, right?
Yeah, but I see that's
But
what I'm
that's
saying. So I wouldn't
monthly.
even let them. Yeah, that's monthly, but I wouldn't let them even do that. I wouldn't let them come in like being on the clock. Or I mean, you can have them working without being on the clock. That don't help them out outside of them making money to pay you back.
Now that's morals right there. They on the clock. Yeah, it's different. But
At
if you
what
like,
point during your build out did you get the U attend clock in and out system and the Squire?
um, I got the Squire when I was open, so the U attend though I got that like. I think when I talked to Summer, which is one of the ladies, I think right before I knew the inspection was gonna happen. So it's like on Amazon it's like 125 or 150, something like that for it. And that's a one-time fee for the system. And then like I said, you don't have to set it up yet though. So you don't gotta pay the monthly until you're ready to open school.
what was that
Oh,
monthly
okay.
fee? The one time was what?
The one time is like either 125 or 150. It's on Amazon. So it's
Okay.
just a basic clocking and biometric. So just a
All right.
you don't
I
gotta
have
get the
a
face
question.
ID, nothing unless you want it. But I don't suggest it.
All right, I have a question. You have a separate
Hmm
100 number for your school, like for your
Um,
business?
for like who?
You have a separate phone, like business phone number?
Yeah. The school has a phone number. One of these handy dandies. Um,
Okay. So you pay that monthly or?
I pay that monthly, but I have internet because I mean we all need internet, right? So and the UATM works on internet. But like I said, when they come for your inspection, that does not have to be set up. You just have to have it there. You do not have to have it set up. It don't gotta be connected or nothing. I just want to see it up there.
Okay. You say you attend, right?
UATM, uh-huh.
JR 2000 biometric
Uh
fingerprint
how much is that one? It's the cheapest one.
170.
It ain't they got a
They
coupon on
got
that.
one for 129, one for 169, one for 199, one for 139.
I feel like it's let me get on that. Hold on. I can show y'all exactly which one
Yeah,
it
which one
was.
did you get?
Exactly. Hold on 1 second. Let me log back up. Okay.
While you're researching that, when is the best time to call you?
Okay, I see
Whenever.
it now. I see
Okay.
the 129
I
now.
got I open my school open at 10 o'clock. I'm feeling like at 9:30. And then I know tomorrow one of my new students got a haircut at 10. But realistically, I always got my AirPod in. So
Do you have
Okay.
yeah.
evening classes?
So
Uh-huh.
when do you do
I
your
have
theory?
we do theory morning class, we do theory from 10 to 12, well 10 to like 11:45-ish. And then afterwards they do lunch.
And
And
you
then when
start
they come
new
back,
classes every month or every week, every month?
technically every month, but I didn't start a new class in October. So my
Is
next
it
class
just
will be
you as
November.
an instructor?
No, I have two other instructors,
Okay, got you.
but they my friends, so it's
Mm.
more so like they got licenses and they appeal on the board, and they come on they don't work. I think they one of them come on Tuesday and one come on like Friday,
So when you're
but it's
doing
not
your
every week.
theory, is you have a student on the floor, right?
Nope.
You
Most
don't?
likely I don't. Yeah, it's a good time.
And how much you say you pay for your building?
My building was like four 415, but that's for both buildings. Now, it wasn't listed for that, but when you bring them inspectors, then you had them tell you everything wrong with it.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
mean, kind of was. And I'm in Waxahachie once again, so not really, not really nothing here. So it wasn't like I had a lot to go against. And then again, that's one of my lead instructors and me,
You right
named
off
Josh.
45 in Waxahachie?
No, I'm right off of 77,
Okay,
so Highway 77.
got you.
Yeah,
Going back east.
yep,
All right.
yep.
You said after lunch y'all go on the clinic floor?
Yep. So we take an hour lunch realistically. And then they go right on the clinic floor, and then they do they do whatever. Honestly, I'm not gonna tell you that every dry erase board.
Mm-hmm.
So I would draw like a picture, right, and then we'll do different fading systems and stuff. We'll do like the 14 strokes,
Right.
like the shave. So we'll do all these mock things, and we'll draw out. I had them come,
So you went
you know.
straight to chapter 15?
Well, I skip through, so no, I don't go straight through. So
Hmm.
when you first come here, I do an orientation.
Right.
So let me show you real quick. I do a I do an orientation. So when you first come to upscale, you'll do a
Is your
you
orientation recorded already?
no, I do like this. So slides.
Oh,
So
okay.
and like you do a welcome, right? If
Right.
y'all look, look, y'all, we all cool. If you need me to send you this, I will send you my file on Canva, and you edit it, put your information, okay?
Nice.
Make it work for you. You could change the colors, whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
This the blueprint, okay?
Check.
And then you take it to what you need to do with it, okay? But I just go over like the program overview, which is what your state, like basically what Chin told you you're gonna need to do. That's the minimum. So I
Mm-hmm.
go over that and I speak on everything. So this is nothing. This is give you speaking ground, so you don't
So
forget
this is
nothing.
not curriculum.
basically this is your curriculum,
This is
but
your okay.
but it's not as detailed as that, because you're gonna just talk to them and you're gonna be honest and just tell them, like your